Did you eat breakfast already this morning?
Yes, I did.
Alright, so we've got some stuff to do this morning, and then
Alright.
we'll get some lunch, maybe grab Jimmy John's or something a little healthier. Then we got to meet up with Brad a little bit, look at some paperwork,
Okay.
and then we're meeting EP at what time?
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Do you know if he wants us to buy tickets beforehand, or, you know, a lot of kids are off of school right now with the Christmas
I
and
can
holidays.
text him.
You can text him? Alright, give him a text, see if we want to buy that beforehand. That way we don't run into any issues. We should also see who's all coming. If Brad and the rest of the guys are coming, we might want to see if they want us to buy their ticket and they can pay us back.
Hi there. So in that last video, that was an example of Carlos working with Luke to plan an event with some friends. And so some important things to point out was that it was a structured event, but Carlos was encouraging Luke to do a lot of the planning and a lot of the communication. And so he's trying to fade himself out of that so Luke can be more independent in that area and able to maintain friendships on his own. Also worth noting is that Carlos was promoting healthy eating habits with Luke as well. It's important that we help our clients learn how to have good eating habits too. So, Carlos, can you tell me a little bit about what was going on in the video and what you do to help your clients develop friendships?
Sure. At this point in the video, Luke has been in therapy for quite a while. So with the clients that I have that are older, I try to give him more of the leadership role, trying to have him initiate social interactions and planning, where he knows how to do it, but his biggest struggle is initiating it and figuring out what and when and the whole planning thing. So I was kind of talking through what he would need to do and the steps he'd have to take to make him more confident and take away some of the anxiety he might have while doing so.
Okay, great. So what are some common deficits that you see with clients in this age range around planning events and
Sure.
things like that?
The first one is definitely just getting out there and initiating it, how to reach out to them. Like, for example, Luke might have an idea, but he won't communicate 100% what he's trying to do or when he's trying to do it. So that's why just walking him through the plan of what time, who are you going to ask, and kind of just drilling those things into him just to get him thinking of all aspects of planning the event. That, as well as finding someone is going to be interested in. All of my clients have specific interests that might not be the same interests to others. So we talk about, first of all, being open-minded to trying new things, but also trying to find things, social opportunities for others to enjoy.
Okay. So what goes on behind the scenes before most of the outings that you do with your clients?
Sure. There's a lot, especially if the clients aren't mine and they're other seniors' clients. Talking to them, making sure that's okay, making sure all the HIPAA forms are up to date so that you can do these hangout sessions. And then, first of all, finding an event that will hopefully please everyone or at least be tolerable, and figuring out like costs and things like that, since a lot of our clients don't have a lot of money as well.
Sure. So I know that you have a lot of group chats going with your clients to help facilitate these sort of events. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yep, we've got a group chat and then a group text, depending on some clients do use social media or not. And we have them kind of plan stuff out there, and I'm trying to hang back and just kind of facilitate the conversations when there's confusion, but ultimately let them kind of go and do their thing, and kind of mediate when needed.
Sure. Also important to note, you mentioned already the HIPAA forms. If you're doing social media and things like that with your clients, we need to have those HIPAA forms signed.
Right.
So my last question for you is, how do you make it motivating? If the client's unmotivated to initiate these things or work through these things, what do you do?
Sure. Motivating is probably the toughest thing. A lot of my clients have had the sedentary lifestyle of just sitting in their basement or sitting on the couch watching TV or playing video games. So they're not really motivated to get out of the house and plan things, even though they enjoy friendships and relationships with others. So trying to fade myself as the person starting the social outings and having them take over is hard to do, but trying to find an event that's motivated, whether for some of my clients it's wrestling or sporting events, and there's other things that we try to get them to do and try as well. Try to build the excitement and kind of build it up over a long period of time that they are really excited to go out and try it, and then reaching out to friends that hopefully they have common interests in.
Sure. Okay, great. Well, I think this is a super important area. When our clients are done with therapy, they lose us as a support system for them, and so we want to work as hard as we can to give them independence in this area so they can maintain those relationships and have some meaningful friendships in their life.